Hello everyone, welcome back to Morrowind. Today we have a weight issue. Specifically, I've got an entire set of Royal Guard armor. There's a lot of things I could do with this. I could store it as a trophy, I could keep it around as some of my successes, or I could do what I'm going to do and dump it all on the floor. Because I don't want the Royal Guard armor one little bit. So my sense of aesthetics compels me to do that. Temporary dumping of Eltonbrand compels me to do this, just so it looks proper. It doesn't even align properly. I can't even carry her ebony scimitar either. Sad! But yeah. Hope's Fire and True Flame are honestly going to be my go-to weapons for the rest of the game. I'll be frank. King Helseth, consider this me signing out of your service. If I can blind this scimitar up so it looks like it's being held in the hand, that'd be really cool. Close enough. Goodbye! I'm never talking to you again. Actually, let's tell Baron Zaya about this. She's a pretty level-headed type. She's probably not going to call bullshit, because everyone will call bullshit but Vivek, Baron Zaya, and Almalexia. Yep. No, I have Barrelzar's mace band now. Right here.
The goddess is gone, yet you remain. You are a mystery, Sarah.
Well, she wasn't too hard of a fight. Yeah, I nearly died, but I didn't need to burn any of my potions. That's not going to be my policy for fights in this game, especially now that we're going to Solstheim. I'm going to try them without any potions or anything. And if I win, I'll heal up with our mini items, and if I don't win, I'll reload, and I'll fight with the potions and stuff. If I can't beat it with potions and stuff, I'll go all out with all of my tricks, and if that doesn't beat it, I'll run away. Discretion is the better part of valor. But there's something I want to do before we go to Vivek and talk to Vivek. You know, that sentence would be very odd to write etymologically, because one of them refers to a name and one of them refers to a city. That is something we've been able to do since we arrived in Mournhold. Remember this dumb thing sitting around looking dumb? There's a thing about it! Hello! What's your drama? Lead actor comes down with collywobbles. I love that name for a disease. Collywobbles. It sounds so old Englishy. It's like something you expect in the Canterbury Tales. Collywobbles. Someone who looks like Tarvis. Okay. Now you get the horror of Castle Zier.
Relax, you'll be fine.
Ah ha 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 ha. This version doesn't actually give your destruction skill up, but otherwise it's the exact same thing. Also like the description of Clavides, a handsome man in Imperial garb. Now, when I first did this, it took me a very long time to do this. And frankly, if you're going through this quest line for the first time, I will strongly suggest you save here, or get out a pencil and paper and start writing things down. Also, you only need to memorize up to here if you want to do it. As I hear, our all Telvanni is the last line you'll actually need to remember, despite there being quite a few more things. See? Alright. I don't want to break a leg. I like my legs. I mean, yes, I have magical healing items that will automatically fix my legs and enough potions to drown a small army. But I like my legs intact and not having to burn those things, you know? Maybe I'm just selfish like that. Also, apparently this is Imperial garb.
Good evening to you, Sergio.
So, now, if you get more than 3 mistakes wrong, you don't get what you really want out of this. You'll normally get 2k gold at the end, but it'll drop 200 gold for every mistake you make. For this line, you want to go for good evening. Is your master home?
Sergio, it's only me here. My master, Sadura Kana Talvani Hordalf Xir, is at his winter estate. Is there something I can do for you?
For here, you want possibly. Would you mind if I came in?
Not at all, Sergio. Please, may I offer you some flint?
Now, this one you want no thank you. What's your name?
Anara, Sergio.
Also, you can save while she's talking to skip around. And essentially let you cheat each individual line. This is, however, very tedious, which is why I suggest just reloading from the beginning and getting out a pencil and piece of paper. Well, or crayon and piece of paper, which is what I actually used the first time, because crayons are very easy to find in a household when you have a little brother. Assuming they're not such a young little brother that they're making multicolored dung.
More than a fortnight ago. That's why it's only me in the castle, Sergio. All the other servants and slaves who tend to his lordship travel with him. Is there something wrong?
This one is actually really amusing because Ashur Dawn was actually one of the Ashlanders you could talk to. Which makes sense as something for your character to make as a mistake, you know, in character. Elu Ralad isn't, but we're looking for Sul Khalifa.
No, Sergio, I know no one by that name.
He's dead. He last said Castle and Zir. This is actually a really easy one. It's literally just the title of the play for a good mnemonic to remember. If you're not, again, using paper and plastic. Or paper and lead. Or paper and wax, I guess. I think crayons are actually kind of plastic, kind of wax. I'm not actually sure of how they're made. I know most of them are edible, but that's because they're small children's items, and therefore they're expected to be eaten because small children put anything in their mouths. Edible, inedible, or anywhere in between. As I'm sure any of you who have small children can attest. Alright.
Vec? That's strange. I suppose it's possible that my master knew this man, but being an Ashlander and my master being of the House of Telvanni, well, if you'll pardon me for being flippant, Sergio, I don't think they would be friends.
Ha! One way to put it. What you want to ask now is, could I look in your master's library?
Please, Sergio, go wherever you want. We have nothing to hide. We are loyal Imperial subjects.
I do like that 2 of these lines I can diss my own house. I don't see how you claim that, being Telvanni. No, you're not. You're Telvanni. However, the affirmative one is what you're looking for here.
You Inma.
This guy can actually be really dangerous because he has a Daedric Wakizashi. Also, I'm backing off using the AoE on this sword. However, as you can see, he has no armor, so while he hits a bit hard, yeah. I've successfully defended myself from an assassin who assaulted me in the middle of my performance. The play obviously cannot go on. The show cannot go on! There's actually a fair meme about in Actorland about The show must go on, but eh. Yeah, he was bullshitting us, but honestly, I'm okay with being bullshitted if it gets me shiny things in the end, you know? Okay. You know, you could have just asked me to tell the diplomat, sit down and shut up or I'm going to put a knife in your head. Because I'd happily tell a diplomat, sit down, shut up, and put a knife in your head if it got me a nice play. Plays are good if they're reasonably well done. Bad plays, however, are very, very boring. Unless they're entertainingly bad, like actors falling over and the set collapsing and stuff, that can be fun. They don't last as long as regular plays, though. I could get a Danger Kwakizashi out of it. That's a good sized chunk of coin. More importantly, the Amulet of Verbosity. And 2k gold, because we made no mistakes. The Amulet of Verbosity is actually a pretty decent item. If you want to convince someone, 20 to 30 points for 30 seconds, plus the stacking bonus that you'll get from Moon and Star of another 5 points, and the 5 points of personality off Moon and Star. Very, very helpful. I'm not even gonna lie, that is really strong.
Not bad for an amateur.
Well, hey, I've done this before. Literally. Also, it's 30 pounds, but 4.8k gold. And conveniently, right over there is somewhere you can sell your stuff. Sorry, that's the magic shop. I wanted to look at the armory meaningfully, not the magic shop meaningfully. So, I suppose I should go to the magic shop. I have 9 hearts. I have like 4.5 Time Lords. Alright, you'll have a ridiculous amount of money. You can afford everything I sell you and then some. Here. Do you have anything I care too much for? Fire Shield, Light, Night Eye, Reflection. Honestly, with Almalexia's Grace and the Restoration spells, I'm not sure I really need to buy any more Restoration Potions. Ever. Almalexia's Light, not Almalexia's Grace. Grace of Almsevi is what I was thinking of there. I apologize. There's a lot of spells in this game. Forgive me if I get some of the names mixed up. And by some, I mean I'm probably going to mess up every spell name I deal with, because good God, there are a lot of them, and some of them are hard to pronounce. Like,
City of Light. City of Magic.
Alright, I can get how Father's Hand is said, but Feet of Notorgo? Is that Nortago? How do you even do that? Saren? Do you... Siren? Tevral, at least, is decently easy to say. But Vivek and Vivek and all that is just annoying. Both to keep track of and to say. I hope I don't sound too complainy right now. I probably do. But yes, that's the last thing I want to do in Mournhold, because that is a pretty fun quest if you're actually trying to remember it and haven't decided to remember it a long time ago. It feels very on the spot. Also, the reasoning is very nice. Yes, we fooled you. We're sorry. Here's some money and some shiny things. If all the people who fooled the protagonist went, sorry, we need this, here have some money and shiny things, I would be much more happy with being played the fool. Because I like my money and shiny things. This tends to be a very human trait, liking money and shiny things, and pretty universal as well. Let's go have a chat.
Now, go.
And you all hate me! As if you sell any decent scrolls, I forget. Did I check you out? I must not have found a scroll of the Argent Glow. I try and buy those as much as I... I am an idiot. I am an absolute and utter, complete idiot. I forgot to soul trap Almalexia! Oh My God. Okay, Omalexia's soul has a value of 1,500. Please multiply this by the 5,000 of Azura's star. You are probably pulling out a calculator right now, unless you have a very good math brain. Suffice it to say that it is enough money that you're not going to be able to sell it anywhere. Anywhere. Also, this Destroyer Satchel Pack is literally useless, but I figure leaving a bomb in a temple is a sort of bit... He'll buy a bomb? Okay, I will sell you a bomb that I don't want. You can have a bomb. I don't know why you want a bomb, but you can have a bomb. Goodbye. Yes, now we're in Vivek. Now you can talk to Vivek himself, as in the character, not the city, right after you kill Dagoth for some more dialogue. There's also unique dialogue if you've killed Vivek and you haven't killed Almalexia yet, and then you go talk to Almalexia. She'll say that she didn't like him and she's glad you killed him. Is she cray cray? Turns out, imitating Vorin Dagoth is not something that's really a good sign of your sanity. Shock and horror. Imitating the bad guy. Makes you look like a bad guy. Who knew? Hello. Yeah, they lost a lot of their power from the heart going pop like the weasel when I smacked it a bunch, but they didn't lose all of it, and they did get some power from faith, which is nice. He was a god, and now he is dead. If one can truly kill a god. I like that they do imply that he could come back. I don't believe he ever does, even in the fluff, but... yeah. We have less need of ordinators. Good, because they're all douchebags. Greater need of priests and healers and teachers. I like that. It's nice that the god is intelligent enough to go, okay, we needed warriors, now we need healers. What's the saying? There's a time to reap and a time to sow? So? Whatever. That thing where you wave a bag of seeds over earth and hope that it grows. I am not a farming person. Yeah, he's telling him, I'm not the god anymore, guys. Sorry. I'm the protector of Morrowind. Kagranak's tools, potent weapons, and the wit and experience in a proven hero. The Tribunal and the Temple are happy to yield to you the duty of fighting the enemies of Morrowind. Well, I just killed one of your Tribunal that went nuts, so... yeah. I have always worn my divinity lightly, fundamentally. I'm not at all a serious person. I will not miss it. I've tried to do what is necessary. I'm afraid I have done some harm. I assure you, I will be quite content to be a mere mortal again, dedicated to my own amusements. He doesn't actually get any stat downs from this. His stats don't change when you break the heart, but that's for the same reasons that the stats of Dagoth don't change when you kill his ash vampires, despite the fact that they're supposed to. Which is kind of dumb, but whatever. I found Sothasil dead and killed Almalexia. Yep. Death comes to all mortals, and we are all mortal now. Afraid I find it all very, very sad that should end this way. Something that began in such glory and noble promise. Yeah. She takes her divinity very seriously, and the loss weighs heavily on her. She tends to brood, and I fear she will do herself and others harm. There's something here that I want to look at. What's my brain thinking about? We have survived, protector of Morrowind, rebuilding temple, dig off Ur, divine powers. Much to do! There are many blighted beasts and horrors that have survived and must be hunted down and destroyed. Yep. There are lesser monsters and villains of all kinds who prey upon the people. Yep, but I've stabbed a bunch of them. They're unsolved mysteries. Oh boy! And legendary treasures undiscovered. Yeah, like half the Daedric artifacts. I'm sure you will find much to occupy you. That is one way to put it, good former god. My former counselor. But now, let's return to somewhere very old and very familiar to us all, I'm sure. I began a lot of my real journey there.
I can already tell I'm not...
When I didn't even have a full set of steel armor. When I was using the Mentor's Ring, just because it gave me an extra magical resistance from my willpower being higher. When the Sword of White Woe was still my finest weapon. As long as that blade served me. Ladies and gentlemen, for what is the last time in the main Let's Play, on screen, we're going back to Balmora. I wonder if there could have been another way somehow. She was mad. I don't think anyone's going to deny that. Alexia went mad. Utterly bug nuts mad. But could I have stopped it?
Welcome,
Could
friend.
it have been stopped?
Stop.
Quickly, Outlander.
Should it have been
I
stopped?
haven't much time.
These are very heavy questions, and I've never been much of one for dealing with the very heavy questions like that.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead. Welcome.
At
If
least
you wish to
personally.
talk, it is really-
I can philosophize and ramble, but to give solid answers to such things... Give solid answers to such things is the realms of men more educated and wise than I. And now, to join my towering pile of glorious weapons of old and new. Goodbye, Elton Brand. For your lifespan as a blade, you have served me well. The finest in the baseline game. Indeed, with its fortify attack and restore fatigue, it's even arguably competitive with Hope's Fire and True Flame. But I feel it's thematic in a way to be using these now. The twin blades of Nerevar and Almalexia. But I don't think we're going to be coming back here, ladies and gentlemen. Not on screen. until I managed to finally complete the 36 Sermons of Vivek. We're not coming back. Steel Blade of Heaven, my first levitation item. Shadow Shield, I remember finding you. I remember how happy I was finding Chrysamere. Keening, arguably the best short blade in the base game, and possibly the best short blade in all of the games, simply because of the sheer power of those buffs. Sunder, hitting like a warhammer in the tiny pocket mace. The Robe of the Hortator and all the other Hortator items, symbols of my journey. The Heart Ring and all its kin. The corpses of the felt minions of Dagoth are ripped asunder. Wraithguard. An even better gauntlet than my current ones, were it not to take up the strength buff I so dearly, dearly beloved. Ilarok, why you for so long? So many books. So many weapons. So many artifacts. So many items that aren't artifacts, aren't even important, but... they carry weight, nonetheless. You know? Bah! I'm being sentimental. Cover your ears. Let's get to cool.
I like what I see.
Terrible place, but that's the only thing left. Never mind! Back to level up! Soon as I open my big fat mouth! Agility, speed, and luck, please! As usual. I'm gonna need all the agility I can get when I get to Solstheim, because I am going to get my ass kicked! Seriously, I'm kind of looking forward to and kind of not looking forward to Solstheim, because on one hand, it is absolutely incredible. On the other hand, there's a 90+% chance I'm going to get my ass whipped up between my ears. Oh, you're not Travel Man. Goodbye.
Your turn to talk.
That's a new one! He fell off! He fell off! I didn't even know this could happen! He fell off! How did he do that? I've never seen that before! He fell off! Oh my god! He fell off! He fell off! I legitimately have not seen that before, ladies and gentlemen! I haven't seen it! Like... he fell off! He fell off! I am probably far too amused by this. Ew. Fair price to Fort Frostmoth. It is legitimately fair price. 35 gold pieces. Looks pretty normal, doesn't it? Some crates of weapons. Makes sense. You're colonizing a new location. No, you'll never be able to get in that trap door. Some barrels just with miscellaneous goods that you'd think any sort of, you know, place would need. The guide to take you back, basks in the sun. Welcome to Solstheim, jewel of absolutely nowhere. I love that. Also, I like that the Argonia is explicitly acknowledging that he's cold-blooded and therefore really doesn't like being in Solstheim, because lizards really don't like the cold. They don't have internal heating like humans do. And Solstheim is basically the stereotype of Norway in that it's really frickin' cold. Like, you sort of take any of the more northerly realms in real life, and you'll find it's cold. You're in Fort Frostmoth, the jewel of the Empire. Get out while you can. They really hit their stride with humor in this one, I think. East Empire Company. They're building a mine at Raven Rock. The Empire wishes to build a mine west of here. Ebony, they say. This is true. I say they will be very, very cold. This is also true. Solstheim is very, very cold. What are your rumors? Watch yourself at Thirsk. Nothing but a bunch of drunken barbarians, I tell you. Thirsk is actually pretty interesting. I have heard it is a place populated by the Nords native to this island. That's certainly true as well. Heh. Grawl can be a bit of a dick to fight, I'll be frank. Saint Faustus, you're going to want to remember him. Because he's the only armor around here for a while. I do like this line too. This guy's basks in the sun is very sarcastic. It also amuses me that the guy named Basks in the Sun, a known habit of lizards for warming up, is in somewhere that's really frickin' cold. I knew someone who tried to tame a wolf once. He used to raise guards, so he thought he could use the same techniques. You know what? It almost worked. Well, no, actually, it didn't work at all. That idiot owed me money too. Alright, let's ask him about someone in particular. Okay, you gave me that specific place. Alright, anything else you can talk to me about? I can talk to you about Almalexia, but everyone who isn't Vivek, Helseth, or Baron Zaya will say you're stupid.
Make it quick, Red God.
We're waiting for our escort to Raven Rock.
Make it
Support
quick,
and ask
Red God.
Gaidar. Okay, but I talked to him and he told me, in essence, to shove off. Why did it stutter there? That's odd. Hello, guard! Hello, Racket! Hello, Vilbia! Hello, guard! Hello, guard! There must be a family reunion here! Hello, guard! Wow, they must be triplets!
What, stranger?
Their poor mother! General quarters, all the way up the south staircase. Let's go to the armory and see what they have for sale. There'll obviously be lots of Imperial equipment for sale here. And frankly, if you're going to this with Imperial equipment, you are screwed. Get out. Get out. I'm not even exaggerating. Get out. Leave. Vamoose. Shoo. Goodbye. Stay away. If you're best at Imperial equipment, you'll be eaten alive. Possibly literally. Do not go here without very good equipment.
Come on, I haven't got all day, you know.
Seriously, not an exaggeration, it will rip you apart. Also, this Squag wears an Imperial Templar set, which is pretty good heavy armor.
Another of life's little disappointments.
Oh, come on, I'm the Nerevarine. Am I that bad to have around? Now, let's see, what kind of stuff does he have? Wait a second. I think I found why he called me one of life's little disappointments. Oh well, money! More money! Things I don't care about except for XP, because picking these locks does give me XP. I like XP, you may have noticed. Alright, Fort Frostmoth! My soldiers have the ability to be among the best in all the Empire. It's not the easy assignment, though. Some say it makes the men edgy. Look, do you need me to hide the black and red paints and get away all the spikes? Put them in a box? Hit them with a hammer? Get rid of the goth poetry? No? Alright. Most of the men were sent to this island as punishment for a past offense. Oh boy, that makes good soldiers. Everyone knows criminals are great in war. They don't backstab each other at all. Very loyal. It's a bad idea. Okay, disturbing trends. The men have been reckless, complaining more than usual. I do like that it notes more than usual, because when soldiers complain, it's normal. When soldiers complain a lot, it's bad. And when soldiers stop complaining, it's time to go full paranoia. Alright. What do you think of Carnius Magius? What's a Grawl? Heard tales of them? Don't tell me anything about them. Rumors. Berserkers aren't normal. Gee, I wonder. Why is going frothing mad and screaming your head off not normal? I thought that was standard behavior around here. I'm feeling very sarcastic this episode. Yeah, Fort without its weapons is pretty useless.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. Have you learned anything?
No, I'm going to go search your library. Pilgrim's Path, Constellations of Prayer, Overview of Gods and Worship. Why does everyone keep like a dozen copies of the same damn books over and over and over again? Really, guys? You can stand for some variety in your reading material. At least the series-based ones generally tend to have most of the series around, so they're not quite as dumb. But still, guys, really? Why would you need 4 copies of the Pilgrim's Path? This isn't actually a public library, and oh my god, he has the entirety of A Dance on Fire. Excuse me, you're about to hear a thud due to a certain friendly fuzzy thing. Apologies, friendly fuzzy thing. Chapter 1. 2 is block. 3 is athletics. 4 is acrobatics. 5 I've read. 6 is mercantile. And 7 I have read. Lots of copies of the Annotated Now, the Book of Daedra, the Doors of the Spirit, the entire Real Baron Zaya series, minus the pornographic parts, because those don't show up in this game, and some gold. Also, an unripened belladonna, which is a pretty decent alchemical item. Yes, it has resist magicka. No, I haven't. I've been looting your library. Shut up. Ugh. Some people, I swear. No respect. Let's go and see if the armory will talk to us now. my dog just made possibly the strangest noise I've ever heard. Is that my dog? Whatever. Let's check out the armory. See what you're selling, Zeno. He wants booze!
What is it you want?
They're very subtle here. Now, obviously, let's talk to the named characters first.
It's hard.
Now, finding these guys some booze can actually be pretty difficult. I believe they won't actually take most boozes, which is dumb because most soldiers will drink anything that has a vague amount of ethanol in it if they're thirsty enough. At least from the military books I've read. If there are any soldiers in the comments, please feel free to correct me. For the medieval times, the booze was safer than the water. They did also water down the booze pretty heavily, though, so this kind of evens out. Whatever. The easiest way to get booze, besides go back to the mainland, you watic, which honestly probably should be the best route, is stealing! Often in one of these barrels or baskets, there will spawn a booze one. However, this is random spawning, so you will not always find one. For example, this go I seem to be finding no booze. Lots of torches, lots of armor, some alchemical ingredients, but none of those are booze. Though I suppose a sufficiently skilled alchemist could probably make booze on their own. After all, alchemy is basically chemistry in this game. That's alchemy. Chemistry is just alchemy with the al filed off. And chemistry is also just cooking. Literally, chemistry and cooking are the same thing, one is just more edible. Usually. Some very bad cooks can make things that are far less edible than even the worst science experiments. I suggest not using them as an example for your own cooking, though, on the grounds that you probably don't want to murder whoever you want to cook for. So I suppose you're having a very strange sort of suicide attempt, but I can't think of any suicide attempts that involve absolutely horribly prepared food. Just give some poison in that case. Bah. Suicide attempts in general are not a good idea, Philip. Wrong way!
Come on, I haven't got all day, you know.
I'm sure. I don't think you can see me from here. But none of these chests have anything, I just wanted to show that off. A lot of different lock levels, but none of them have anything interesting.
Let's get
Seriously, I'll even show you in the console. Com chest 01 pause. Com chest 01 pause. It's literally just different lock levels. They have absolutely no meaning. Unless you're hunting for very small amounts of gold. I was trying to say incremental, but I managed to completely bungle it. Go me. They even have weird ones, like this one's 57, which is very odd for this game, because usually it goes for nice round numbers.
Come on, I haven't got all day.
42, 74. Does this have a reference on it? It better have a reference on it. It doesn't. Bethesda, come on! It's a level 42 lock. You gotta do something for it. Come on, guys. Really? Anyway.
Let's get this over with.
Supply room,
Stay
which
out
is
of
where I
trouble and you won't get
went
hurt.
to first find booze, is actually fairly heavily guarded. But the food room isn't. There's no booze in these racks, though, so you have to gamble on there being booze in one of the objects. As I said, this is a gamble, so you will not always get booze in one of these. You may get absolutely nothing out of these. Well, not nothing, but you get my point, I'm sure. Good afternoon. I love you. Please get out of my way while I am recording. Love my cat to bits. He has absolutely no sense of personal space beyond his own. That tends to be thrown away when he wants to get some snuggles.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Is there any booze in here? Nope, we're going to have to directly steal it. From the only guaranteed booze spawn in the fort that I know of. Please note the keyword that I know of. I am not omniscient. If there's other booze spawns that you know of, or if you just want to go back to the mainland and not go through all this tedious walking. Hey! Go for it, guy! Or girl! Or badger! I know. Attack helicopter?
I asked you to investigate why the morale...
Yes, I need booze. Shut up. I'm stealing your booze. He's got a shot of Flynn and a shot of grief here. Well, not a shot, really more like a bottle. I'm taking them both. Whatever.
I asked you.
Let's go give the armorer some booze. The armorer is the guy who maintains all the equipment, so he probably knows a fair bit. I figure this makes sense, at least to me. Because, you know, the guy who keeps your sword, your helmet, all of that running, pretty important if you're a soldier. I want to trade! Now this guy will sell at least one silver item. Generally a lot more. In fact, almost always a lot more. It is very, very rare for him not to be selling more than... for him to only be selling one. He also has a pretty decent supply of gold at 1,500. Here's some booze. Flynn. Sure, take it. This became a dry fort? Okay, no wonder they're pissy! A dry fort?
What is it you want?
A dry fort? When you've got convicts as your soldiers? Why was this not mentioned? Why was this not mentioned? Oh, by the way, just something to note. Hope's fire does not light up like True Flame does, because apparently lightning is not as bright as fire, despite the fact that lightning is one of the brightest things naturally occurring. You can actually sear its image literally into your retina.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. Have you learned anything?
But I didn't ever actually ban it. What? I didn't even care about the alcohol. It was the priest who was worried about the effect it was having on the men. Oh, you morally overbearing son of a bitch. You don't deny soldiers their booze on the frontier! What's next? You're going to pull out a chainsaw and ram it up your own butt? 'Cause that's about as intelligent. I disagreed, but the question became moot. Our shipment stopped coming in months ago. How is this fort not exploded? If this was the Tribunal cult, I would legitimately say that I should pull rank here of I am one of your saints and get them to sit down, shut up, and pull out enough booze to drown an ocean. And blow the rest. Sermon 16! One I have read. 2 copies of it. Why? I don't know. Don't look at me. I'd like to use his potions as book stands. That's something, honestly, I would probably do. Potions as book stands. It's got that very simplistic practicality to it that I like. For some reason, I only have part 1 of the biography of Baron Zaya, though. I don't know why. Let's check out the rest of this place. Important cult manor. What do you need? Ew. Most Nords are too busy worshipping heathen gods like Alduin and Orki. Heathen! Remember that? How he showed up? Headed north toward Lake Fjalding. Thank you for the location, Jeline.
Just don't keep me waiting.
You. Why will no one tell me what a Grawl is? You'd think they'd be talking about it. If this doesn't raise your suspicions, nothing will. Also, bears will now always be marked with the bears as in the thing. So, now, there are 2 ways I can see that he can do this. Hide it in the curtain wall. Make a stash in here somewhere. Or hide it somewhere else in the cult area. Let's check the cult area and lock level 30, of course. But there's no one up here. And we're not even trespassing because that mechanic hasn't been implemented. I'm not joking, they have not implemented the mechanic for trespassing in this game.
What, stranger?
Yeah. Well, the soldiers are complaining there's not enough booze. The priest is saying that that it's not his problem because he's grumpy as all hell. I like this one, though. What about it? It's a fort. It's made of rock, and it's cold. Yeah, as it turns out, central heating wasn't invented all back here. But honestly, we're running out of time. So next time, we're going to be investigating where has all the rum gone. and the whiskey equivalent, and the rock gut equivalent, and pretty much every other type of booze equivalent you care to name. There's no booze. This makes people grumpy. I'm not a fan of it myself, but hey, to each their own predilections. I play video games on the internet. So, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section below, or in the threads on space battles and sufficient velocity that will be linked in the description. And for now, goodbye!